Okay, here is some part two on leads. Okay, well, let's get a little bit deeper into leads. And we talked about blitzing. We talked about how to get them on your Facebook, because the most important thing is now building a relationship. Like I mentioned in the last video, timing's everything. 90% of the time when you blitz someone for the first time or connect with someone, it's not their time, but it will be their time sometime, but they won't know it if you're not in their life. So what I want you to be doing when you do parties, when you are doing vendor events, when you are doing blitzing, your goal is to somehow get them on your Facebook. And again, one of the ways I do that is by simply sending them messages saying, click this link, request me as a friend. That gives you another entry drawing. You can do that with your leads from events as well. Now, once I get them on my Facebook, again, all of my leads that I have added to Facebook or Instagram go in a notebook. And what I do is every morning when I get up, I pull out my notebook of all my leads on Facebook and I go down the list of people. And I don't know if you guys know how to do this, but you can create a list. You can create an actual list in your Facebook of just those leads and add to it. Okay, guys? Every morning when you make a post about the business, you can make it so that list of people is seeing that. If you don't know how to do that, get with an upline and they can teach you how to do it. But I'm very bad at explaining that stuff. But even if you don't have a list, no big deal. You're going to pull out your notebook every morning. And every morning I'm going to go through all my leads and I'm going to go to Jennifer question marks page. I go to her page. I'm going to read through her posts. I'm going to like some things. I might even throw out some comments. What I'm doing is building a relationship. I want to make sure that Jennifer is seeing my posts. I want her to make sure she's seeing my lifestyle and how positive everything is and how I get to help people and how wonderful my life is. And I also want to start learning about Jennifer. I want to start seeing what she complains about, what Jennifer wants, some of her needs, if she has any health issues, if she's trying to lose weight, if she has kids, what her goals and her dreams and her passions are. I'm going to learn about Jennifer. And when I feel timing is right, either Jennifer is going to see something that sparks her on my page, or I'm going to see something that I can help Jennifer with, a want, a need, or a hate. So it's very important that you are connecting with the people you're adding to your Facebook daily, because only 6% of the people that you add to your social media are actually seeing any of your posts. And the majority of those people are It Works people. They're the ones clicking on your stuff and your team members. We want to make sure that your leads, the people that we need to see this stuff, are seeing it, okay? So you definitely want to make sure we're doing that, we're connecting, we're doing that every day. Okay, how to keep track of leads. Folder system is good. I want to make sure that I'm at least following up with leads, even if they're not on my social media, about every 3 months. So I know, and there it usually is a holiday that I will do a random drawing every 3 months. New Year's, then I do Mother's Day, I do Valentine's Day drawing, I do a Thanksgiving drawing, a Christmas drawing, you name it. Anytime something comes up where I can think of a reason to contact my old leads and do a free drawing, I'm going to do it. Again, what they win is completely up to you. They just need to win something, anything. It could be a free sample party. Okay, so we have a system. Make sure you're adding them to social media. Make sure you're connecting with the person, bonding with the person. Don't pounce on people. The other thing that I want to talk to you guys about with prospects and leads is always get it to a phone call. Okay, your initial connection with that person can be through a Facebook message. It can be through a text message, but your goal is to get them on the phone. Your goal is to get them in person. What I see a lot of you guys do is really on Facebook, you can tend to really mess it up because you'll make a post. Oh, Confianza, I'm not stressed out today. I love this stuff. And then somebody underneath that post says, "Ooh, what is that stuff?" Instead of taking it to a private message, you start spilling your guts about how much it costs and what's in it and what it's made of and how long the company is. Next thing you know, you got a paragraph this big underneath. And now every single lead that you had that was looking at that post, you've given it all away. There's nothing to the imagination. There's no reason to ask you a question because you just gave it all up. So when you post something on Facebook and you see somebody respond or like, I look at my likes. Anybody not in the business that likes one of my posts about it works, they are getting a private message. And that private message looks like this. I couldn't help but notice that you liked my post. Did you want to know more about what I'm doing? Simple as that. Let's say they ask a question about Confianza. You're going to private message them and say, hey, I saw your question about the Confianza. I would love to hop on the phone and tell you about it real quick. It'll only take me a minute. You are never trying to do it over the computer. And if they are hesitant to get on the phone with you, only answer what you're asked. Be very straight to the point, answer that specific question, and then follow that up with another question. What I mean by that is, oh, it's the Confianza, how much is it? It's $25 with our loyal customer program, or if you're a distributor. And would you want to hop on the phone so I can tell you a little bit about it? So you're following it up with a question, or what's the reason that you're thinking about using it? Do you know what it does? So you're trying to get them engaged in a conversation and then take it to the phone. So why do we want to take it to the phone? We want to take it to the phone because people join you. They don't join the business. They don't join the product. Anybody can put any product out there on social media and say, this works. You're going to lose weight. You're going to feel good. People buy things from people they know, like, and trust. Sincerity, they're buying you. The excitement in your voice, the story you're going to tell, the passion. That's what they're buying. When you are just typing, salesy. When you get them on the phone and you can say, oh my gosh, this Confianza stuff has changed my life, or it changed my sister's life, or my best friend's life. You always want to use a story. You want to relate, and you want to ask them, I know, tell me about your problems. You want to get people talking about themselves because that's what they want. People are going to be pulled in by you. Super important that you are always getting people on the phone right away. So the initial contact is answering the specific question, then let's hop on the phone real quick. Let's meet for coffee real quick. Can we talk this week? Super, super simple. So connect with your leads, connecting on Facebook. Make sure you're always following up. Like I say, the fortunes in the follow-up. 90% of people that fail in network marketing fail because they just sit there and look at the leads. Following up with leads is scary. No one likes it. I don't think I've ever talked to a person that said, I love calling leads. I love talking to perfect strangers and feeling uncomfortable. No one has ever said that. But it's part of this business, and I tell you, the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. And remember, rejection, they're not rejecting you. They're just rejecting the product or the offer that you've given them right now, and they just don't want it, and that's okay. It's not personal. We do it all the time, all of us. And, you know, I always tell people this. You know how when you're walking through the mall and there's those kiosks in the middle of the mall and there's people that want to curl your hair and try this lotion? What do? We walk by those people and we try to avoid them. We walk far away. They're talking to, no, thank you. No, thank you. Now, let me ask you this. When you walk away from that person, do you talk about them all day? Was it personal against them? You know it's just their job, right? You don't walk away and go, can you believe that person wanted to curl my hair? And then 5 hours later, you don't call your friend and go, you're not going to believe it. I'm at the mall and this girl. You don't do that because you don't care. Guess what? Anybody that you contact is going to say yes or no, and they're going to forget about it 5 seconds afterwards. No one's talking about you. No one cares. So get over yourselves, okay? So I think that pretty much will follow up your questions and what to do with your leads and all that good stuff. I hope you got some good information in these 2 videos, and spread the word. If you got any questions, just post them below. Thanks, guys.